In today's Look on Extinction, we see how the melting of polar ice caps due to global warming has upset the balance of the seas, thus leading to a reduction in fish population. Whereas man-made pollution and overfishing are quickly depleting our ocean's resources. If we don't stop, soon no fish will be left in the sea. This is Lake Erie in North America. Because of harmful algae infestation, the lake water has turned green and is undrinkable, which affects the some 500 residents of Toledo, Ohio. The coast of Taiwan's northern coastline has also seen an outbreak of the algae sargassum in the past 2 years. The invasion typically begins in March or April, and nearly 100 tons can be cleared away in just 6 days.
Perhaps it is due to the influence of cold water that these algae were brought here. When they arrive in spring, the sunlight and the temperature in Taiwan just happens to be at the most appropriate for the kelp to thrive and grow.
Though the presence of seaweed will temporarily affect the fishing industry, what worries algae expert Professor Zhang the most is the reduction of algae commonly found along Taiwan's coastline.
Out in the sea, algae acts just like vegetation on land. They help absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. They also serve as food for many kinds of marine wildlife. If algae begins to disappear from Taiwan's coast, animals who feed on them will also move elsewhere. This will lead to a vicious cycle.
Algae are not the only marine life disappearing from Taiwan's coast. The same goes for fish as well. Professor Chen Lishu, who is an expert in this area, says the melting of polar ice caps has made killing frost more frequent.
Though events like this have been recorded before, you will find that it has become more frequent. As we investigate a major incident of fish death in 2008 due to frost, most fishermen said they had never seen so many dead fish in some 60 years. But because Taiwan is subtropical in climate, species in temperate zones aren't found here, which proves they came from the north.
Of the many specimens killed by the frost that Professor Chen collected, some were fish commonly found in coral reefs around the island, while some were from the deep sea. The evidence shows the ocean is changing, and the disappearance of fish around Taiwan proves it.
Though many of the species can still be found, their numbers have been reduced drastically. The next step is typically extinction. Not only do marine life have to adapt to climate change, they also have to cope with pollution and overfishing, which further endangers them.
At harbors along Keelung, fishermen returning from their trip all agree with the professor's finding. The truth is, there are a lot less fish now.
As the sea temperature increases, fish stay away. There are more fish when the seawater is cooler. All these high-tech companies are dumping their wastewater into the sea and damaging the marine habitat.
Pollution and climate change have reduced fish populations, but the main culprit is still humans overfishing, which kills all fish regardless of their size.
Things were a lot different when I was young because we don't protect our resources. Overfishing is to blame.
Those gigantic nets just take everything, big or small, and the work is done non-stop 24/7, till there's nothing left to catch. The sea has no chance to recuperate.
Scientists say if overfishing and pollution are allowed to continue, soon no fish will be left in the sea. If humans do not stop and change their ways, eventually even humans will vanish as well.